Turn on the torch, light up the flame. Time to melt some glass, my friends. There you are. Here I am to explain, to teach, and create again. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As you can see, I've already got the torch flying, but I'm going to do a quick design here. Um, you know how I do more of an oriental type dragon? This time I'm going to do more like a nice round ball, fat belly dragon. The same idea otherwise, but just more of a body that's thicker and bigger in the middle. And we'll see how it goes out from there. And of course, it's going to have some wings, like always. We'll even design the wings a little different too. But that's basically what it's going to be. A nice. I know it looks like a kangaroo hush. Now, but that's the whole idea. You see something and you say, oh, that looks like something else. Or that looks like. That's where the designs come in. Okay, I'm going to set that right there so you guys can see what the intention is going to be and what happens. This is not a story, of course, but we'll get right into it. Gonna melt some glass. Again, I'm working on the Christmas ornament theme, and I'm got a lot to do and so little time to do it all in. Now you're getting the full bloom of what's going on here. I've put the didymium lens on this thing. I've got a didymium lens here, and then I've also got that shade, so you can see exactly what's going on inside the flame, pretty much, which is what I've been after for so long. And when I get bigger, badder, meaner, better, from whatever you guys help me to get there for, we're gonna we're gonna get better shields and better equipment so that people can see exactly what's going on. Anyway, so first of all, we're going to make a ball, and the ball is going to be about 3/8 of an inch to a half an inch in size. Okay, that's it. Where I'm holding it is actually going to be the tail to this dragon. And now all I got to do is add the front part of this dragon. And the legs and the tail. I mean, and the legs and the wings. But it's going to be a simple, almost like a Puff the Magic Dragon dragon. Okay. Now I got to get them all nice and warm together. As you can see, it just sort of flows together when the temperature is just right and the color is just right. It just goes right together. It's pretty. That's what glass is supposed to do. Not two pieces of glass stuck together, but you get the idea. One piece of glass when you're done. Again, I will sort of curve it back and then curve it forward, and that gives you that shark fin look that I always talk about. And now I'm going to add the head and nose all at once. Heat it up, let it flow a little bit, and there we go. Nice and long. And then I'm going to put one of my dragon beards on there. Wait, I guess I should have let it cool just a little bit. Started to slump a little bit too much. There we go. We'll get back to that in a second. Now the nose, now the beard. There we go. Now I'll do the eyelashes or the horns that you want to call them, but I call them more or less the eyebrows because they're right over the eyes. The rest of it's going to be my regular dragon, but it's just going to be a nice big round, had plenty to eat dragon. They'll hang better on a Christmas tree anyway. I'll put a loop on him. Simple, effective. He'll almost have a T-Rex look to him in some respects. Again, as you can see right inside the flame now, you can see what's going on, and it's really, really pretty. I like that. I'm glad that you guys can see those colors and how it all comes together right inside the flame sometimes. It's that orange color. You see it starting to show up on one, and you get it on both of them. Touch them together, and you've got one piece of glass, not two pieces of glass stuck together. Now I'm going to go down, let it cool a little bit, and do my L-shaped leg for the back here. That's what I call them. Same idea. Touch it too, let it flow. Pull it down. Let it cool a little bit. And go out. There we go. Okay. Now, are we there yet? No. Wings. I'm going to do my fold and pull method here for the wings, but it's going to be a little bit different. First, I'm going to fold and pull it upwards like you always see me do. And then I'm going to pull some of it out. Now, actually, I think I'm going to leave that just as is. That's a good wing. Good size and everything. Get the other one done. I had an itch on the end of my nose. Do yourself a favor. If you get hot glass in your hand, don't try to scratch it with what you got in your hand. Fight the temptation. You'll thank me for it later. Okay, one more fold and pull. And there we go. Dragon is actually turning his head. That's pretty interesting. I'm going to do some colored ones too, I guess. Got to. Just because I can. But I haven't yet. Mainly staying with the clear. Couple of reasons. Just want to... I'll fume a lot of it later. Because I can. Fuming is and I'll do a deal with that. Just one episode of nothing but fuming glass. Or some of these pieces, these ornament pieces. And show you how it reacts and what I'm using to get results. Also, had a little bit of feedback from some people saying that they don't like my new music, my new song. If you like it, please tell me. I want to hear. And if you don't like it, I want to hear that too. I want feedback. You know, you guys out there, I've got close to 300 subscribers. That's not a bad thing to have 300 subscribers. Actually, I've got 350 now, 351 as of this morning, which is cool, and I like that. But a lot of you guys don't say much. There's a few that say, "Hey, that's a great job. I appreciate it," and all that. That's a good thing. Don't get me wrong there. But drop me a line. Just say hi, thank you, and or not thank you, or I want to see such and such, or okay. Now, here I am talking, and I'm not paying attention. I just did one of my major faux pas that I tell people about, and I'm going to actually turn around and make these eyes, colored eyes. I'm going to give them a blue eyes. Come on, up, 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 up. There we go. Because I've got blue sitting right there, ready to go. And since I've got it, use it. One eye. Now the idea is to make sure you put it across from each other, Not one forward, one back. It takes practice. Sometimes you can nudge it a little bit, like that. I'm going to put bumps down the back of this dragon. He's going to be sleek, I guess you could say. Okay, now here we go. The tail, I've been holding it by the tail. Now I put a cold weld on his nose, and we're going to bring out the tail. And again, I'm heating it up in one spot and pulling it slightly in another. And I'm adding more to the heating where I'm heating as the stuff gets just the right temperature to start moving. And it's a full flow and pull method here, and it works out real well. One of the practices that you can do to get that going a little better is to make thinner rods out of thicker rods. I'm going to do a forked tongue, a forked tail. Okay. Okay. I'm going to flatten his front legs just slightly. And he's going to be sitting on his tail and his hind legs for standing purposes. And, I was going to make him into an ornament, but I like him just the way he is, so we're going to deal with that. Get that cold weld a little bit more off of there. There we go. And we've got one dragon ready to go. And as you can see, whoa, look at that. That's pretty darn close, don't you think? That's what you're after sometimes. Just sort of, if you got an idea, go with it. And if you don't have an idea, anyway. Okay, I've had some other ideas. Let's see if I can find it. And of course, I'm not going to be able to because I want to find it and locate it at the moment. But let's see here. Sure, why not? Let's do a... Okay, are you ready for this? First of all, you do sort of like a little round ball, of course. But this is going to stem down to about right here, like so. And then we're going to... This will give you an idea of what we're doing. And we got to put 8 of them on there. You know what's going on. Okay. His eye will be somewhere around in there. And we'll put a loop right about here on the top of his head. Let's see if we can get this done, huh? Right? Right. Light her up. Light the torch up. Now this is the one that's broken, right? I gotta go in there and fix that one, of course. And we have this one. We're gonna do a twofer here. Talk about, I like the idea of this dry erase board, and it gives you an idea of what I have going on inside my brain beforehand, and knowing some of the things that you have to come up with to do the job. I again like how the camera angle is really good. Matter of fact, I don't have to wear didymium glasses because of the way this is all set up. I have trifocals anyway, and it's hard using trifocals with didymiums, non-prescription didymiums, I tell you that much. Anyway, we're getting back to the plan here. First of all, 3/8 of an inch, and you start to let it slump in one direction. There you go. Now, I'm going to put a cold weld, well, not really a cold weld. I'm actually going to put the loop that's going to be on the end of it anyway. Now, so I won't have to try to fight with it to put it on there later with all the other legs and arms that I might be melting off. I'm going to ream this out a little bit. Thank heavens for a graphite rod. Don't remember where I got all mine, but they're fun to have. Here's another little trick. Let's see if I can find it. I saw it here just recently. Whistle. Oh, here we go. I'm going to give it some texture going on right above the eye. So like, there you go. Give it sort of an eyebrow type look. Okay. Blue eyes again, since I have it sitting right here. Close enough. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and start with the legs. Yeah, it's sometimes good to do a quadrant situation where you know you've got to do 4 on one side and 4 on the other. It sometimes helps to do that. Okay, we're going to try. And at first I'm just going to lay them out and then I'll curlicue them. That way I make sure I've got enough room for all of them. Really important to make sure you space them right. 2 down, 6 to go, right? And it sometimes helps to make sure that you put 4 on one side and 4 on the other just to make sure you got enough space. You might have to overlap them slightly. Got 4 on this side. Now we can go for 4 on the other. Let's keep going. Again, I'm going to come back and swirl some of these to make sure that I've got enough space to do them all. 2 more after this one. Right, right. You ever wonder if there's a dominating tentacle on an octopus? You know, like you got left-handed and right-handed people. I wonder if there's a left-handed and a right-handed type octopus. That'd be a $100 million study, don't you think? And if somebody thinks about doing that, make sure I get the commission for thinking of the idea up. One more after this one. And then we can space them out really good too, because we got plenty of space. Didn't realize that when we were doing it. And as you can see, I got longer legs as I went along, just for some stupid reason. One more to go. Oh, that last one, it attached itself really well to that first tentacle. I mean, first leg. Okay, now that I know that I got enough space, now we're going to start doodaddying, looping around and making. Okay, I need a little longer rod here. Of course, there's something on the end. And no tweezers in sight. Right, right. Okay. One leg designed. Now let's. Oh, don't tell me that. Good, it didn't. I thought for a second there that first and second one the first two that I did were sort of sealed together because of the way they looked. But no, they're good. With legs to an octopus, you can be very creative. Just make sure. Again, the first thing is to make sure you got room for all of them. The second thing is just have fun with them. Loop them around, make them go back up. And then I'm probably going to heat it up and flatten out the whole thing one last time to make sure it sits fairly well, even with the loop for ornament piece. Now here we go. I'm going to let this one sort of sway back like that, and then go heat and go forward here. This one's going to go loop-de-loo here a few times because I want it to. There you go. Looking good so far, people. A few more to go. I like it. I like my octopuses. It just takes so long and it's time consuming to put all these legs on. Up and down wave. There we go. Now, we're going to warm it in a little bit. And we're going to flatten it down a little bit too. Ouch. What in the heck's going on there? Almost like a oh, I see what's going on. Sorry, I didn't know how long that's been like that. Sorry, folks. Tape dropped. I've been paying attention more to the glass than I have the lenses and camera things. Sorry. Fixed it. I wonder how long that's been like that. My luck, about 20 minutes, right? Okay. Warm it all out for a little bit. Tap it off. Fire polish. And there's the dragon. Not a bad deal. And again, the octopus looks very similar to the idea I had there. See there? With that, I'm going to call it this episode over. Please, as always, oh, there went the tape again. Enjoy your day.